mean guitar riffs. We're back at the best guitar series on YouTube. By now you should already know that we're talking about riffs that make you go,
why are we still here?
And today we have another fairly difficult video to make, another genre-specific video, as right in the title is the metalcore video. I mean, what even is metalcore these days? Sometimes it feels like it's the go-to term to define any modern metal band. But metalcore happens to be the first style of metal that I ever fell in love with, so I think I have some fairly good knowledge on it. And this episode is also sponsored by Statement Collective, but more on that later. So let's not waste any more time and get right into the riffs. To start off, we have one of my favorite metalcore songs of all time, especially from the MySpace era. It's the Devil Wears Prada with Escape. The Zombie EP is one of the releases that I've been listening to for the longest time. I think I discovered this EP when I was 12 years old, which is crazy to do. I still strongly hold the belief that this is the Devil Wears Prada's best release ever, and Escape is their heaviest song ever. I love this song so much that I know it by heart, and the particular section that I chose for the video, chef's kiss. The way that Prada cooked when they were making this song, After that, we need some OG representation from some metallic hardcore bands, as it were. And it's also a band that is very near and dear to me. It's Converge with Axe to Fall. I really wanted to include something from Jane Doe, but man, this song just, it just speaks to me. Like the energy that it has and how insane it sounds is just, this is my thing. I love noisy metalcore, and Converge is borderline mathcore. I mean, I could have included so many Converge songs for this video, but I ended up settling on this one because it's also a lot of fun to play. After that, it's appropriate to bring a newer band in this spot. It's Orthodox with Head on a Spike. I'll be honest, really haven't been super familiar with Orthodox up until very recently, and really in the last couple months have I been actually starting to listen to their whole material and really like understand what they're about, because so many people around me have been listening to them and like sharing their stuff and really enjoying it, so I had to give them their proper listen. I like how they are a very ear candy kind of band. Like they always have like this kind of noisy hooks. They do a lot of hooks with harmonics and different kind of noise like that, which I enjoy very much. I appreciate that from them. But I chose to go with a little bit more of a, I guess, face crusher. And it was definitely a different vibe from the rest of the songs in this video. So I think it's a perfect addition. It represents what they're about. And it's also a lot of fun to play. Before moving on with the rest of the riffs, I just gotta give a big shout out to the sponsor of today's video, Statement Collective. As many of you might know from most of my videos, I really like wearing jewelry. I literally wear jewelry every single day, at least a small chain, because I kind of feel naked without it. And in my opinion, Statement Collective has some of the best designs in terms of especially male jewelry, especially if you're an alternative or metalhead guy. Recently, I picked up a couple new pieces like this spike ball chain, this very subtle, very tasteful dagger necklace. And I also went for some simple cable chain necklace and bracelet, because you always need some basics. You might have seen a lot of their pieces before, because a lot of bands that you might enjoy wear them. Bands like Lorna Shore, Escape the Fate, Fallujah, many others. You can never go wrong with at least a small piece of jewelry to enhance a simple outfit. I mean, jewelry is essential to my drip. You'll rarely see me without at least a small chain. They're having a Black Friday sale this month, so you don't want to miss that. But regardless, you can also use my code JoJo15 to get a 50% discount on your first purchase. This will not work on the Black Friday sale though. Once again, a big thank you and a massive shout out to Statement Collective for sponsoring this video. Now back to the riffs. Moving along, we have another newer band, and it's a band that has been really crushing it lately. It's Malevolence with Malicious Intent. I went with this particular song because this one really represents their hardcore influence, and I just think they really shine when they do that kind of stuff. I mean, they cover a lot of different aspects from metalcore. They have a lot of more melodic, more arena kind of metalcore, similar to what Trivium does. They also have a lot of late 90s, mid 2000s kind of hardcore grooves and breakdowns, which I really enjoy, and a lot of stuff in between. They have guitar solos if you like that, they have breakdowns if you like that, and they just recently finished one of their biggest tours with Psychoframe as an opener. But that just gives them extra points in my book. But anyway, check this out. Now we have what has become one of my favorite metalcore bands of all time. I love this band so much. They just have a very raw and real energy about them. It's Boundaries with Heaven's Broken Heart. You already know how much I love Boundaries. Their latest album, That Is a Little More, was my most listened release from last year. And just like Malevolence, they cover a lot of different aspects from metalcore. They have a lot of like more MySpace era kind of Devil Wears Prada inspired stuff. They also have a lot of similar stuff to Converge or bands of that metallic hardcore kind of stuff. And they always feel like they have a very real energy. That's the best way I can describe it. They are very real. And this summer they also did a headliner tour with Psychoframe as an opener. It just based people all around. Next up, we have an underrated gem. It Dies Today with Freak Gasoline Fight Accident. This is one of those bands that I kind of discovered in one of my YouTube rabbit holes. I will click on an album on YouTube and I will recommend another album and another album and another album. And I actually kind of forgot about this particular band, but it was suggested to me by Mr. Hunter Young himself. And I chose to go with the intro to this song, which sounds almost power metal, I guess. What even is metalcore anyways? And yet this is probably the most melodic part out of the entire video. Check this out. We have another band that I enjoy very much. This is definitely a band that all of you should check out. It's End with Love Let Me Die. This is definitely another metallic hardcore kind of metalcore band. As many of you might know, this is Will Putney's band, and I think this is definitely one of his best projects. And I don't know, I just love them. Check it out. Next up, I'm taking a little bit of liberties with the metalcore label and going a bit on the mathcore side of things, because next up is the Dillinger Escape Plan with 4th Grade Dropout. First of all, I chose this because mathcore is definitely an offshoot of metalcore or hardcore or whatever, and also what even is metalcore anyways? The Dillinger Escape Plan is definitely one of the bands that I've loved for the most amount of time out of this entire list, and Calculating Infinity was just a revelation of an album for me, so I just gotta give it the love it deserves. Next up, we have a band that started pretty much as a modern hardcore band that later became more and more metalcore, and then they went all over the place having grunge influences and whatnot, and now they have disbanded, or at least they're on hiatus. It's Code Orange with The New Reality. They also definitely fit more in the metallic hardcore kind of things, and their album Forever definitely has a very groovy, very tough guy riff oriented kind of vibe. I guess this is really when they really went all in with their industrial influences, which they took to the next level with their next album Underneath. But yeah, what even is metalcore anyways? Last but not least, I cannot leave out this band because they're crushing it right now. So many bands that I could have included on this video. I thought I'd included more modern, like bigger bands like, I don't know, Spiritbox, I guess. It's Knocked Loose with Moss covers all. Knocked Loose themselves have said that they don't really consider themselves a hardcore band anymore, especially them being such a big band now. Because I guess hardcore is more of a culture than a sound now, so I guess they say that the more appropriate label for them will be metalcore. But anyway, the latest album was a very crushing one. I loved it very much. But that's it for today's video, gang. As always, let me know in the comments down below what are your favorite metalcore riffs. I know I didn't include many melodic metalcore riffs, but if we're talking about mean riffs, the melodic events are kind of a lot of loss here. If you would like to watch another video full of mean and nasty and disgusting riffs, you can watch it right here. All my social media links and my Discord server link will be in the description down below as always, so please go ahead and check it out, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.